Praying for peace at the temple, with this peace at my temple. Asking the Lord, how come my life's not more simple?
Hello, Shalom Ola, and welcome to Celebrity Predictions here on YouTube. I've been doing my podcast for so long that I keep thinking we're podcasting, but this is strictly YouTube, baby.
Yes.
I'm Mystic Travis Tidwell, also a psychic, and this is my co-host here, Ashley.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
And we're going to be doing Ashley's top 5 picks tonight to talk about celebrities. And but before we get started, how you doing, Ash?
I'm doing pretty well. You know, I'm glad we actually sat down before we started recording to go over some of the people.
Right.
And so one thing I feel like we noticed is that there's a lot of couples getting together right now. Like, you know, there's like a weird... people are done with the pandemic. Everyone's just like, all right, now it's time to get back in the game.
Maybe Selena Gomez will go back to Justin Bieber.
You know, Justin Bieber's married and
he's moved on.
He's moved on.
He's moved on. I'm sure he's moved on. But yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, the Ben Affleck and J-Lo. Very interesting. And me being a spiritual counselor, and you know, looking at people's karma. I would say that maybe there is a past life connection for J-Lo and Ben on some level. We didn't mention, because this is our follow-up on them. We're doing a follow-up on them in this episode.
Are we doing a follow-up?
Number 3. Didn't we talk about them before?
We did talk about them, but
remember.
it wasn't like
Athena,
quite
executive producer.
It wasn't quite official. So basically, you know, like things are getting a little hot and heavy right now. I know people, they're kind of, if you ask my personal opinion, I feel like she's using the man, but she jumped on that like a Girl Scout cookie.
I don't know. You know, here's the thing about this. Ben Affleck's a very, very, very stable individual.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, he played Batman. Okay, like.
No, he has. You know, he has. Not saying that people that have had problems with addictions before are unstable, but I have an inside scoop. So this was actually within the past 2 years. I know somebody that knows somebody. No, I know somebody that knows the chef.
Know somebody, baby. You know what I mean? Like
that knows the chef of Ben Affleck, and basically, he's not as healthy as he may portray himself. We'll leave it as that. I'll keep his privacy.
Yeah, and that might be. I mean, we know he likes to drink and drugs and women. I mean, that's his MO, and that's why.
Oh, partners in crime!
I'm telling you, dog. Call me dog. I don't mean any disrespect. I say this in love. No. It's YouTube, damn it. No. Yeah, but no, I mean, he has an aggressive appetite maybe at some point. I'm sure it's been hard for him to fulfill himself with fame and money and all the women that throw themselves at him. I mean, you know, when you're in the candy store, baby, it's like, damn, that's a good look.
First of all, I think Jennifer Lopez is the best thing he's ever going to get outside of Jennifer Gardner. I think
I was just going to say, Jennifer Gardner's no...
She was such... I feel like she's girl next door. Like, she's
really
very
a good
humble.
Girl.
I really
she has a very
like her
good
aura.
girl image. Very good girl image.
And then you
herself.
have J-Lo that's over here, like, swinging it left and right if she had one, so...
Well, you know,
let's be honest.
J-Lo's exciting. You know, I did like it when they acted together. They did a couple movies together. I think.
No, I'll be honest. I hated that movie. Don't get it twisted.
You know, I kind of feel that there was a little chemistry between them there, but the deal is that she has gone through a lot of men. She's been through more men in relationship aspect than he has.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Like she's been around the world like 2 or 3 times.
My God, yeah, it's just kind of crazy how that goes. And you know, and as we talked about my celebrity, in the spiritual life, you know, we all have more than one soulmate. You know, a lot of this is explainable. I've learned my karmic lesson, or I've completed the karma that I had between you and myself, and it's time to move on to my next karmic relationship. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because I think back in the day, so when I was growing up, it's like a woman or a man that obviously that did that it was frowned upon. And now I want to say within the past decade, it's just like, fuck it, YOLO. Like, let's just keep running rounds until we find one that hits and then keep it moving.
Sweet, yeah.
So is it kind of like life is too short? You know, so what did A-Rod actually do for her to just be so aggressive with it? It's everywhere.
I don't know. I think that, again, people have their own chemistry, and it's really like a spiritual alchemy, okay? And I say that because, you know, two people come together as minerals. The flame is their passion, sexual desire, and the flame gets too hot and it explodes.
Well, speaking of sexual I was gonna say we'll have to ask about that in the.
Yeah, but I was gonna say so that's the dynamics of the human being. So let's say J-Lo and A-Rod, example, got together. The chemistry was there. The flame was there. They come together as minerals. They're trying to make gold, which is pure love, and that is the concept for everybody. Mm-hmm. But as they transmutate together, either the flame gets too hot and it explodes, or it dulls and it freezes and it's stuck and it won't go to its next level. Mm-hmm. You know, there's different stages that this alchemy can go in. So, you know, I feel for her with A-Rod, that's where it was. There was a flame there between them, but the flame was either too bright and exploded, or, you know, it dulled out. It's one of the two. Because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't be talking about it.
I think that she's also just, and I'm not even going to say like on a psychic level, but I know this is for a lot of people, that people get addicted to that high. People get that honeymoon phase. So, I mean, obviously after like 3 to 5 months, it gets stagnant. Let's call it what it is. So, but
I don't know. I would disagree, but because I think everything's different for everybody. I mean, let's say that there are some happy freaking marriages out there. Let's say it. Come on, there's got to be. There's got to be. Leave me a comment. Give me your name, and we'll talk about you on the show. I mean. You got to be more than 20 years, you know.
More than 20 years? Oh,
more than 20
years old.
Yeah, I know. More than 20 years in marriage, no.
Oh, shit. Mine was like 10 years.
Yeah, because, again, we're living in the 8th evolution, so we're clearing a lot of karma in this life, and that's why we're going through so many relationships. Mm-hmm. Plus the fact, too, that, you know, we're learning through these different relationships more of what we don't want in our life. It seems to be 9 times out of 10. You know. Yeah.
So I was gonna say, should we look into their birth dates to see like?
I don't know. I was just kind of feeling just kicking and talking about
Oh no, I wasn't sure because you talked about like the.
Yeah. Okay.
In my own honest opinion, I feel like their personalities seem to be a little strange, but maybe sexually they may be like so hot and heavy, and I'd have no idea. And everybody knows that can definitely keep a couple together for a very long time.
You bet. Well, let's look at Simone Biles here real quick in the Olympics.
Oh no, wait, no, we were talking about Ben and Jennifer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we got to do Ben and Jennifer first. So
all right, let's look at Ben real quick here. Well, he's a Leo. Mm-hmm.
She's Leo too, I believe.
Hold on. Yes, she is, but she's a Cancer Leo. But let's move on here with Ben. 26. So Ben is a 34/7, which tells us that he has control issues, big time. He wants to be an authority at what he does, and he's a master thespian, you know. He can be oversensitive. Family's important for him. Mm-hmm. He's very artistic in a lot of different ways. But he likes to be social. He likes that social atmosphere also.
That's so strange because never have I seen like Ben really be very social in Hollywood. I mean, maybe back in his heyday, nothing recent. Yeah. But like, and then to see him like as an aggressive.
But this might be as the Hollywood social we're thinking. This could be like he could be social with immediate family, immediate friends.
True, correct.
That's really more of the vibration. And he's a 7-time here on Earth. So Ben is very restless within his soul for change a lot of times. No matter how good the sex is, no matter how good the film could be, no matter what's going on, no matter if it's drinking, smoking, straight West Coastin', then at some point he's still feeling restless. I'm just not feeling it, Doc, you know. So it's prayer and meditation, Ben. Yeah. This is where the higher self needs to be fed, and
he's feeding his lower self right now
all the time. Gee, and I would too. Trust me.
My God.
But then I'd have to feed my higher self even more, man. I'd have to go to the Himalayas once a year. I'd have to be doing like pilgrimages. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how many lives has Jennifer, or how many times?
Well, let's look at his cycle real quick, because his cycle, let's see here, is going to change next month. Let's just see here quickly, and that's 15, right?
15, sir. Yes. No, it looks like a 6. How bubbly handwriting.
He's in the 5 cycles, so right now. He's feeling more ambitious, at some point.
If J-Lo just falls into your lap magically one day, I'd feel ambitious as a motherfucker.
Well, but he's also thought that people and situations around him need to change. This is also a time for him to focus on health.
Yeah, back to the information I got.
He's feeling more adaptable and cooperative now before, because he's receiving that more from the universe.
Yeah.
Looking at J-Lo now, he is a straight Leo. But she's a Cancer Leo, which means that she's way more sensitive. and she might attract more negative people in her life at times or situations.
Yeah, I think that there's been some controversy around.
Or 1969. That's one of my favorite years for women. God damn, that was just a bad. That was the summer of love, baby, and
1969.
Desiree, if you ever listen to this celebrity prediction, baby, I still think about you. Okay, girl. Or 1969. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's moving right along. Yeah, it was a great year for women. I lost track here. Let me see here. We were at. Well, J-Lo. Second time here on Earth. Now, J-Lo has specific needs. See, J-Lo is needy. She's high maintenance to some degree. She wants to feel needed also.
I think a lot of women just want to as well.
You know, she wants to be told she's the perfect woman. She is the perfect woman. Okay?
I think that's contingent on.
She's intuitive, but maybe more intuitive for the people than herself at times. Mm-hmm. I feel she's been very lucky. She puts in a lot of work, but she is looked at by most men as the perfect woman, and it's her sensuality.
Yeah.
She does have this charismatic energy about her. It's her smile. It's her essence. I mean, don't get me wrong. Her music's good. I'm not a big fan of it. There's a couple of songs I like, but I love her as an actress. I do.
I actually really do love Jennifer Lopez as an actress. I do. So enough.
And she is and I love her as a model.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she looks good all the time.
Yeah, and her music videos are badass because she's a badass dancer. I remember her back in the day on Living Color. Yeah, I mean, she's paid a lot of dues to be where she's at.
So compatibility-wise, I mean, I know that Leos personally have high sex drives from what I've researched and from what I've been told from some of their relationships. So I'm thinking, do we just have like one Leo on one Leo?
Let me finish her real quick because she's a 3811, which means that she has to be careful of temper tantrums, things of that nature. She's a boss, and she's going to stay a boss. And she's always going to be developing a business or investing in something. That's just her personality. Mm-hmm. And it's her immediate family or group that she creates that she is dedicated to. But yeah, she's the kind of Leo that could be kind of emotional. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because she's born in the month of Cancer. Looking at her current cycle. She's in a 9 cycle right now. Wow.
Oh, she's having it rough.
Let me just double check that.
I mean, I could see how that might be personally, especially after A-Rod. And I know that...
No, wait. Hold on. Let me double check. Yeah, 9 cycles. So she's had a lot of disappointments this last year. She looks great for age. She's another living beauty who can prove to women that if you can take care of yourself, you can keep it. You know what I'm saying? Really, she's a beautiful woman. But
yeah, I mean, but what in like regards to their synergy between Bennifer, how would you call it? What do you say?
For what, her and Ben?
Yeah, like are they like some wild couple that are just like all over each other?
I feel that, yeah, I kind of feel there's a physical sexual attraction that's majorly for these two. I kind of feel, you know, she's more wilder than Jennifer, okay?
Who? Than Jennifer Gardner.
Yeah,
Two Jens?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, so, you know, I think at some point that, you know, he likes that kind of woman. Jennifer Lopez does have a bigger presence, a stronger presence than his ex-wife and probably other women that he's been with. Obviously, in the back of his mind, there's been something there that he liked, but it just didn't work out. And he's having a chance now to kind of relive it. You know, and at some point, too, I feel that just with their numerology, I mean, he is an older soul than her. But maybe at some point, he's having change of consciousness, and in that consciousness, she's helping him to elevate. Because she is a little high priestess, Jennifer. She's very intuitive.
So that leads me to my question, like, what do the cards say for their future? Do we see
them
maybe?
Real quick.
Because I know they were engaged once upon a time, and their excuse for calling off the wedding was basically that the media was just too much. too much paparazzi, too many things surrounding
too
that.
much paparazzi.
But let's keep it real though. She tried to downplay her breakup with A-Rod, and
did she? I don't really know that much about that.
Yeah, basically
honestly.
she was just like, oh, we decided to hold it off due to COVID. So she's good at PRing her situationships.
Yes.
Well, what's in the future?
I really liked her husband, Anthony. What's his name?
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. I like him as an actor.
Girls.
Girls,
we already knew what we were thinking as soon as they got married. We knew that was all wrong. We saw it from like 20 miles away. We already knew that this was not going to last.
But they're both Puerto Rican.
I'm sorry.
And they have that heritage.
J-Lo has needs, and look at Mark Anthony. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he wasn't
I think
nice
he plays
guy.
a great gangster in all the movies. The Substitute, he was really good in. But anyway.
Okay, so what's in the future? Tell us.
All right, this is on Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck. Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck. Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
Yes.
And we seek to know for Jennifer Lopez this day where she's at, where she's going through intimate feelings and communication and relationship with Ben Affleck. And I always ask the great spirit of the tarot present with me for a trinsight, because these cards are so special. It's a very special oracle. And of course, I'll call all the angels and guides present with me this day, because there's more than one. Now, come on, guys. Let's keep the flow going. Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck. Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck. Jennifer Lopez with Ben Affleck. And I seek to know for Jennifer where she's at, where she's going. Major focus with her intimate communication relationship with Ben Affleck. Yeah, well, this is going to be a good spiritual growth cycle for her. She'll move it. You won't hear that much about them. She's going to go in. They're going to go in secrecy. That's the cycle that she promotes. What cycle did we say he was in? A 5.
Mm-hmm.
A 5. So yeah, there's going to be some adjustments they're making together, I'm sure. Right now, she might feel that, the relationship is really overrun by agendas.
Or that's her agenda, don't you think?
Well, I mean, he's got his own film career, and so does she. You know what I'm saying? Or career in some way. So, I think that's part of it. I think right now she could be feeling overwhelmed and really feel like she doesn't have control over things right now at this point. Because she's at a crossroads. I really kind of feel that she was still waiting on Ben's reactions before she reacts to see what he's really doing. There's been feelings of limitation in conversation. She questions if he has been the right choice. Angel Raphael is with them. Okay, Raphael, any more scoop? Come on. I feel that maybe at some point Ben could be hot and cold with her.
Leos can be hot and cold. Yeah, definitely.
At some point I feel that there could be still, weakness for her to make decisions with him down the road. I don't feel at some point, I don't remember if we talked about them before, but in this layout, in the next 90 days, she might be having, borderline nervous breakdown on what to do with this guy.
I didn't think it was going to last.
I see her telling him that he needs to change, or maybe he's telling her that, but that's the vibration of 45, 60 days. I see some delays in travel for them because I do see travel around them. I do see desert or mountains around them coming up here. I feel at some point that maybe there's a vibration of them trying to do something together with work, but nothing really has come to. I mean, she's still hoping to fulfill her wishes with him, but I do feel that there are some challenges. And if I hear the outcome of her reading today, with Ben tells us that, she is having weakness. She might not be having the conquest that she wants. Maybe she's more demanding than what we think,
But what about a little bit about Ben, though? What about him?
What about Ben?
Yeah, I know. Like, he's kind of like an innocent bystander. It's like, in my opinion, I feel like he's okay being used. He's like, feel free to use me. Like,
well,
I get that vibe.
Well, I think at some point that they have two different backgrounds. They might have the same physical attraction for each other. They might have things in common that they feel about the industry and things of that nature. They both have strong convictions with family, with the kids. And obviously, I feel that there's some kind of karmic thing still there for them to go through. Mm-hmm. But right now, I wouldn't say this is long-term for her with him, because I see her having weakness to make decisions. Unless she got pregnant at 52, which I doubt that's going to happen. You know,
over J-Lo's body, and
she
that's
could
the body.
because she's in good shape. You know what I'm saying? But let's ask here: Ben Affleck with Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck with Jennifer Lopez, and we're going to ask the Great Spirit of the Tarot present with us this day for a true insight. How are we doing, executive producer? You know, and we forgot to thank my daughter Athena as we entered this.
Athena's amazing.
Yeah.
None of this could be possible without you.
Yeah. And the Lord God Yahweh,
Yeah.
the Holy and Divine Spirit. But anyway, yeah. Ben Affleck with Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck with Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck with Jennifer Lopez. I seek to know for Ben, where's he at? Where's he going with his feelings, communication, relationship with Jennifer Lopez? Now, a lot of times when you do readings on people, like here we're talking about two people in a relationship, they might have two different views of what their relationship is. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. Yeah.
One person might think, oh, it's a lovely relationship. I'm so happy with them. And the other person's thinking, this shit sucks. You know what I'm saying?
No comment.
You know, and I think for him, he is in love. I do think that this is a spiritual gift for him, he feels.
I'm telling you, if J-Lo drops in your lap,
there's some tension there. He might be losing friends over this right now. There's stuff going on.
I think so.
I feel he has a hard time being alone, to be very honest with you. I feel that at some point he feels like there's competition for her. She had the angel Raphael with her. He has the angel Michael with him and the angel Gabriel. He feels this relationship has been a lot of work for him. There's some stress there. And there's some immaturity. There's some denial.
Peter Pan energy.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, he looks immature.
Yeah, so,
and I've also heard,
you know, I don't see, you know, I mean, there will be some little bit of success between them, but I don't feel that will be long term, you know, so.
So for all of you Bennifer lovers, just get it in while you can, because the next time they get back together, it'll be when they're like 72. They come together every like 15 years.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there we go with that. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for that. So should we move on to our next?
Let's go to our next one.
This one was a personal request from Travis himself. I'm sure, as you guys know, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton have just recently got married, maybe about like a week ago. And obviously opposites attract, and they have been together for such a long time, but I know you feel that they're a little wonky together. So
yeah, I don't know. For me, you know, as a psychic being, I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and she also has a tour coming up. So she's touring, which she's bringing back all the old school songs from No Doubt, which I'm personally excited about. But
yeah, the old songs were good. She was cute back then.
She's cute now.
I think she was sexier then, to be honest with you. And it's not because of her age. She's a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. There's just something. I've never been 100% Gwen. She's a cute girl, but, you know, when you talk about women in the industry, you know, she's not at the top.
Not at your top.
Yeah, there you go, baby. My top. But let me ask here for Gwen Stefani. Where is she in?
Yeah, so she's her birthday's in October 3rd.
Where's she and Blake Shelton going together? Yeah, it looks like she's a Libra, and it looks like he's a Gemini. No.
He's a Gemini.
Yes, he is a Gemini. Excuse me. Yeah,
my dad's birthday's the 15th.
Yeah, he's a Gemini.
You crazy.
So, yeah, Geminis are diverse, man. Come on,
no,
Blake.
You're crazy. You have a split personality.
Yeah, you do. Most Gemini men I know don't stay true to their wives. But anyway.
No comment.
Sorry, Blake. Yeah, here we go. But I'm sure he's matured. And, you know, but this is for Gwen Stefani with Blake Shelton. Gwen Stefani with Blake Shelton.
I didn't know that she was older than him. She's 7 years older. I had no idea.
That won't last.
You don't think their marriage is going to last?
Hollywood, you know.
I get the vibe that they were not going to either, but I don't want to think negatively. Like, I really do want to support their relationship.
We'll see, you know.
Yes.
Right now, Gwen might think that she's made some wrong choices. Maybe there's some new opportunities for her and Blake, and maybe they should question them. She's been in reevaluation of this relationship, and she's had to think of different ways how she can keep it re-sparked.
There we go. They're past the 5 month. That's why.
Well, yeah. Here's my philosophy on most people.
Yeah.
If you lived together for a while, you dated for years, and then you got married, you blew it. You get married at the beginning, usually it's okay. But if you, most
that was
people,
my mistake.
Most people
Yeah,
get
I waited
married
like 6 years.
Yeah, by then it's like
Yeah.
And then when you got married, everything changed.
I think you take it more seriously, so you're kind of expecting a higher level. But I think that
all of a sudden you're in hell, right? I'm bound. Oh my God, I'm married. And why are you even in a relationship?
I support marriage.
I love marriage. I've been there 3 times, and I'll do it again.
I don't even know what to say. Like, you would do it again?
Yeah, I love
you Hefner over here.
I love. Well, it looks like at some point that they're doing okay. They're going into business together. We'll see how that works, but there's cautions about certain things they could be investing in or going to do. There's been travel around them both, delays in travel. It's been a hectic time for them. It looks like recently they've been traveling. I feel that at some point, maybe at some point Blake can be kind of demanding.
So in regards of I guess celebrity stardom, who would we say is the bigger celebrity? Blake, maybe?
Well, I never heard of Blake Shelton because I don't listen to country music, so that really, we'd have to go on the country chart and see where they both stand on each chart.
Well, Blake is huge. Blake is massive.
Yeah.
So I would think as of right now, and
he was married to a country star too, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, she was so
Lambert,
heartbroken.
wasn't her last name Lambert or something? Yeah, Miranda. She was beautiful.
She was, and yeah, I mean, I felt bad for that whole situation. That was I know no breakups are ever easy, so but it looks in the end they're gonna be fine, or they really just have great sex, to be honest. Ace of Wands.
There could be issues with that between them. I do see that they have their challenges. They can be sensitive with each other, and they're both in the business, so they're around the opposite sex all the time. But I do feel that no matter what happens, they'll be fine. I feel like she wanted to have his kid or something, but that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of okay, it's now or never. If I don't do it now, then it's done. Because she's, wait, how old is she? 69? So she's definitely sorry, you guys, I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah, but she's up there. So.
Jeez, she's up there? People
Hey, back in the old days when you could put any more kids out, you were done. You get a new one, you know what I mean?
She's 52. Yeah.
You can't judge women or anybody by their age. My God, I'm 66.
Or she's going to be 52. Alrighty then. Well, okay. So, Athena, how are we doing for time? Can we squeeze one more couple on there? Okay, perfect.
Well, before we leave, let's just look at Blake one more time and Gwen before we do leave them. Let's see here. Excuse me. Yeah, this is her second time here on Earth. So she has to be the perfect woman. She has to feel needed, She likes her privacy.
I mean, I would say so. I mean, she stayed private this whole time up until when they started dating. Outside of being on
she should like the colors black and white.
Yeah, definitely.
She probably has dreams that comes true and has a lot of wild dreams.
She looks like a colorful person.
She's in an 8 cycle right now. Going to go into a 9 cycle on her birthday this year. Nothing recreational that's dangerous, Gwen. And for Blake, see here. Oh my God, he's also a 2. So they might have more in common than what I'm thinking. That's why their tarot card reading looked pretty good today for them. Actually, they do have a past life connection. They're both 2s. Maybe they were family members in a past life, or kind of weird, but.
And he's a country singer. It's suiting.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, so interesting. And for him, let's see here, 8, 9, it's 15. Oh, he's in a 2 cycle himself right now. So It feels like that maybe if you said they're getting married right now.
They got married like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, so he feels needy for a relationship. He feels needy for that bonding. He wants that feeling of partnership right now.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of couples do, right? Like right after they get married.
They should,
that's the idea.
They should, you know. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got time for Kanye West, baby.
And Kim Kardashian, a little
bit. What's up, Kanye? What's up, buddy? You know.
A little bit. I'm sure, as you guys know. If you
I
guys
am the dragon. No kidding.
If you guys have been watching and just kind of up to speed with everything that's been going on with Kanye, he recently just had a listening party at the Mercedes Stadium. It was a sold-out show, sold-out listening party. Things are
I'm
going
so glad I know you because I have no idea
things
what's
are a little
going on.
crazy. Things are a little crazy, and he felt so inspired by the crowd that he actually decided to stay there to finish up his album. During the situation, his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian, happened to show up there with herself and her children. So there was a rumor circulating basically that they were supposed to be getting back together. I don't know if Kanye, I please hope to God you do not, because we need the old Kanye back. But in regards of this album,
that's never gonna happen.
So in regards to this album, just kind of like where Kanye is at, like, do you think that he's currently happy right now in his relationship with that model? I think she's like a German model. He's trying to reclaim himself. As you can see, he finally came up with this Donda, which has been what do you call it? Has been postponed. This album was supposed to come out, I want to say, almost like 2 years ago.
Here's another young soul.
He acts like
Second time here, yeah, very needy, high maintenance, loves women. Obviously, what true man doesn't? But here we go. I mean, he's also Gemini. Good luck. He'll never be faithful.
Oh, that's why he's bipolar and he's a Gemini.
You know, he probably has a chemical imbalance.
He definitely does.
You know, he has to be the master of his own destiny. And his great, his music in the beginning was fantastic.
I think it still is personally. Jesus is King. Whether or not you are a fan of gospel, I feel like he killed that album.
He might have. I won't listen to it because I'm not a Christian. I refuse to support Christian music.
It was actually not even really Christian. You know how you have chanting?
No, I understand what you're saying, but that to me was just not what. That's not what Kanye's for.
I don't know. Everyone, I think it's okay to praise, when you get to that point.
No, I honor it. Like I said, I didn't listen to it. I just, anybody, there's a lot of celebrities that came out with this Christian spiritual, and I won't listen to it most of the time.
Oh, I guess, I think, in my opinion, Kanye is the only person that has done that, so I haven't come across it.
Well, I honor your opinion.
No, I just, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, I've never seen another artist. So tell me, what's in the future for Kanye?
Let's see. Let's look at his cycle here. That's going to be important. 8. 14. Well, he's in a 1 cycle, so he probably had a nervous breakdown 3 years ago, and became very restless within the soul for change. He's done some stupid shit with Trump. He's done some stupid shit with thinking he was going to run for president. He needs to stick with what he's good at, making rap music. Sure, he's invested in his own line of clothing and he's successful, but it's only because he had the money to market that stuff and to get it out there in those stores that most people can't do because he's got money.
You sound a little biased.
No, I love Kanye. No, don't get me wrong, Kanye. I say that in love. I mean, you've earned it. You've earned it. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, I'd just be making as much money as I could. I mean, at that point, you can think. I mean,
I haven't looked at his personal business stuff, so I can't tell you how much he's made or how well his business is. I mean, I could if I looked at it, but I haven't done that, and. I really don't want to, but at some point, even the cycle he's in. What cycle did we say he was in again?
A second cycle, 2.
Well, that's his life path number. This second time here, he's a young soul. That's where him learning to keep his emotional balance is so important for him. Let me see here. We said 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 cycle. 1 cycle. It's all about him right now. New image, new ideas. It'll take some long-range forecasting for him, not as long as it would be most people, because he's got the money.
He's worth $6 billion, not million.
I don't know that for sure, but I know he's got big money.
I know that for sure.
He's got big money.
He's in Forbes.
And God bless him for that. I mean, I honor that. Like I said, I like a lot of his new stuff. I mean, his old stuff. I haven't listened to the new that much. And he was married to Kim Kardashian, the reality goddess. She's the queen, the goddess, the diva of reality TV shows. And let's look at her real quick. Fourth time here on Earth. It is all about money for her, baby. Make no mistake. And she has control. She always has to have control. She's got control stuff going on bigger than Kanye. That's for sure. His second time, her fourth time. So she's an older soul. She knows how to keep, on course with what she's doing. Definitely there could have been some issues with that. Travel the world, assured material gain. She always puts her best foot forward. She gets always something back from it. You know what I'm saying? Looking at her current cycle.
Well, when you slang sex for a living, I mean, you can't really go wrong. Like, you're gonna be a cash cow regardless.
Well,
and she set the standard beauty
standard. Well, yeah, for because the rest she's
of
dating.
Eternity.
She's having sex with millionaire rappers, these famous guys, and recording it on tape, and that's how she got out there. And then everybody wanted some. You know what I'm saying?
She used to have a job though. She was the personal assistant to Paris Hilton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she used to do. So I will give her credit where credit's due, outside of sucking a dick, but
and the whole family's gotten in on this. I mean, she's really brought the whole family to where they're at. She is the foundation for all that. If only
my sister would have took one for the team.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
So tell us, what is the future of Kanye West? Like, is this album? I know it's super important to him because it's regarding his mom. Like, does that mean that maybe him and Kim could get back together after the album is completed?
I don't see that. Let me look at her cycle real quick here. I think we did that, didn't we? She's in an 8 cycle right now, and so all he's done is disappoint her. Are you with a new woman already? I thought you loved me. Come on, all that stuff's there, on the table.
Yeah.
So
I think for Kim Kardashian, that was a blow to her ego because she's like, oh man, he moved on so quick. I'm Kim Kardashian. How dare you?
It's not going to be that easy for her either because she's got the kids, but she's got other things on her mind besides him. He's very callous. He's very calculated. He has no problem getting a woman. He's going to make sure that he always has a woman, a nice woman with him. He's always going to have that. That's Mando for him.
I've never seen Kanye West single. I mean, are a lot of these celebrities... I mean, what celebrity really stays single, though? Yeah, almost nobody.
Taylor Swift. But she goes into a 9 cycle this year on her birthday, so that tells me there could be some bad luck for people around her and her family, as well as possibly for Kanye. And, this is going to be a high emotional time for her coming.
I could see that.
God bless her. God bless her family, even though I'm not really into them.
Yeah.
They've been very lucky how they made their money. It's all because of her. Like I said, she was the one that got this whole thing started. Even though her mom's husband, her dad was a famous lawyer, you know what I'm saying? That's what got him into money and got her into business of looking good.
So what do you see in their future?
Okay, Kanye West with Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. What's up, producer? What's up there, girl? How we doing? Hey, how's that sign look behind me, huh?
I know. Check out the new sign.
The new sign. I have to play it.
The spiritual
We
life.
covered it up on Celebrity Predictions last time. We said, no, I bought it. We're going to use it.
Yes. Oh, yes. You're right.
Here we go. Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. I want to know for Kanye West this day, where is he at? Where is he going with his feelings, communication, relationship with Kim Kardashian? And I always ask the Great Spirit present with me this day for a trend sight on Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. And we want to know what's up. Where's he at? Where's he going with his intimate communication, contact relationship with Kim Kardashian? Well, tell us what's going on, Johnny. Well, maybe sometimes he hopes there's hope. I mean, he feels he's still the man in some way. She won't do anything with him. There's gossip around him with her. He's been undependable for her. He's felt like maybe he's had some bad luck with her. I feel on some level that he has a fear of her having any more kids. Maybe at some point they're both in denial because he feels also she's immature. There's jealousy between them, and jealousy in conversation big time.
Jealousy, I would only assume.
And between now and the next 30 days, I see him feeling like he's about to make a wrong choice with her, and he's going to feel like he's made wrong choices with her. This 45-day spot, I see him trying to come back with some kind of a proposal with her, maybe. But overall, this reading looks like that, there's a feeling of Peter Pan here. I want to be with you, but I don't want to be responsible for my actions, Mm-hmm. And, when you're a God, man, king, I guess you can do that. And I'm just kidding. When you're a God, man, king, you do your best to live by the Ten Commandments.
Didn't he claim himself as, like, the new Moses or something?
Who knows? He said he was the dragon. He said,
He said he was the dragon?
Yeah, at some point he was talking dragon energy. So, yeah, I do see him having some financial problems coming up here in the next 30, 45 days with her. I feel that maybe they have some property, a house or something that they might need to sell or put some money into. I feel that he feels manipulated with her for money, so she's trying to get money from him.
I actually think we might have done, because I know this is kind of a follow-up from a previous thing we've done before.
I don't remember.
And so you actually did say that he was really feeling some kind of way because of the money situation.
Yeah, and I stand by that. There's been a conflict between them, whether it's been a person or a situation. That conflict is not going away. There is no hope for them.
Ooh.
No hope. The jury says no, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, that's so sad. Well, how much? Well, we have one more person that happens to just not be a couple related. I don't know if you have time.
Who is it?
Simone Biles.
Yeah, poor girl. I love her commercials.
No, honestly, I feel like because she's a Pisces, and just a Pisces to Pisces, I know that we can definitely get on our minds and.
Hold on. She just said it. From Pisces to Pisces,
from
girl.
Pisces to Pisces.
That's how these Pisces are that way. When they're water signs, they get very deep.
Yes.
She's connected to all water signs because they're all in the water together. She feels the same temperature. You know what I'm saying?
The pull of emotions. Yeah. So I know, like, she messed up on her first performance out in the Olympics, and I think mentally she was just completely shot thereafter. So I know that we brought this up about Naomi and, the mental health issues. And so now she's coming out speaking about mental health, that she wasn't ready. And I think there was another individual that had something going on in the Olympics.
There was a tennis player who refused to come out and speak.
Naomi, because of mental health.
Yeah, and we talked about her before, and we have to honor people with mental health. Just because they're successful athletes, if they're shy of people and they can't handle the mental stress, or they're not feeling good about themselves at the time, no matter what we think they are, because we see them to be so great and fantastic, they have the right to their personal space and freedom of speech. If they don't want to be somewhere, not be fined for it. For them to take money on her on that is just a disgrace.
Oh, they did fine her $15,000.
But going back to Simone,
did they fine?
Seventh time here on Earth. Oh. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was gonna say, did they fine her because she gave up? I just think, like, obviously I'm not a professional, and I would think that she's already set a brigade of records of gold medals. So I mean, I feel like she's paid her dues. But I would also think in some aspect that you're at the Olympics, you've trained so hard for this, and just to give up. Not saying that she's giving up, but it's just a lot.
Well, I saw the routine she did. It didn't end good. You could tell that she didn't do the full turn for whatever reason. She's physically stable, but she says mentally she can't do it. She's a 34/7. The force says that she has to be an authority, and she has made a name for herself, just like you said. The problem is she's a 34, so the 3 says she's oversensitive. She does have mental health issues. She could, be a little bit bipolar herself on her emotional body. So I'd be very careful in assuming that just because she's doing great out there in the Olympics that, she's not having her own problems. And I also feel, too, that she's using this to make a statement right now, too.
That thought crossed my mind. And so I'm not, okay, so sorry, I just have to point this out just because my African-American community, alert. So we have Simone Biles, who happens to be African-American. We have Sha'Carri Richardson, that happens to be African-American. And then so is Naomi Osaka. And they're all in some sort of controversy right now. And
I never saw that, but that's...
And you know, that's just something I noticed. So I don't know if it's kind of like, I don't know, like community sticking with community, which I understand, or... You know, obviously they're all...
You know, it could be community. You know, there's no mistake that these three women you just mentioned are super people, super athletes, have great high status, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we know one thing about the African-American culture is that they do stick with one another. They do back each other up. You know, they stand for things.
Which I'm glad for, you know, but then also too, for somebody that comes from that background, you're also like, okay,
you
we're
see
not
white
trying
people
to bring,
doing that stuff.
We're not, like I'm not trying to be to say anything negative, whatever, but you're like, oh, like, you know, we just came back from COVID. We're after Olympics. I don't want there to be some preconceived notion that, you know, that they're trying to take a stand. It just seems like it might be sporadic. Like it just happened to have happened.
No, it's not. This is a new time of consciousness. We're in the Aquarian age. It's a new age of communication. And that's why we're seeing this new communication come up. And things are raw. It's real. It's real. You know, this is reality here. And she's making sure that we know it's reality for her as well as for us.
Yeah.
She's in a 4 cycle right now, which means that she's going through not only a transformation in the physical realm, but she's going through a transformation in the personal realm. She's changing within herself. She has no control of what's going on right now. She has no control. That's why she's not going to compete anymore. She has no control with what just happened. And when she felt that, that bothered her and it triggered something.
So someone said that falling, I guess basically what she had done on the Olympics is like falling from a plane, like if you're going skydiving without a parachute, and like you'll get PTSD basically. So there is mental trauma.
There's a lot of pressure on her. My God.
So what's in her future though? So do you think she's going to continue on with the Olympics, or do you think that she's going to?
No, they said she's done, so I don't think
they
she's
said
done.
she's done.
Yeah,
well, I mean, when they say like done, it might have just been done for this.
Let me just ask this: Simone Biles. This is a reading on Simone Biles. And this is a reading on Simone Biles, and I seek to know for Simone Biles: will she still compete in the future in another Olympics? As we're inquiring, and I ask the Great Spirit of the Tarot present with me this day for a true insight on Simone Biles, and I want to know for her this day if she will continue to be successful in the future, being an athlete and performing, and going into more Olympics as we're inquiring. Yes or no? And because we are getting a little bit low on the battery, maybe here. I'm not sure where we're at with my executive producer. Hello. She's playing Switch right now. Are you playing Switch? Is that what you're doing?
I need a Switch. I need a new PS5. A new PlayStation.
This younger generation just multitask. But I seek to know for Simone Biles this day if she will continue to be an athlete and to perform and to participate in the future Olympics as we're inquiring, yes or no. Let's see what the Great Spirit of the Tarot tells us today. Yeah, this is definitely a personal transformation time. She's letting certain things go right now. She's feeling change of destiny. She's feeling way oversensitive. There could be something going on a chemical level. There could be something going on a lower body level for her too right now that she's not talking about. She feels like she doesn't have the edge in competing right now. There's 2 different things wrong with her. She knows she's the perfect woman. They tell her that. She's over-speculating. She's thinking she might not even have a future now. You know, there's been happiness for her. She's, you know, she'll keep going. She'll get back on top. Yeah, she'll keep going and she'll win some more awards. Make no mistake.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably like the best ending I've seen anyone out of all the celebrity.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah. She'll get back on her mental game and get back to it. She's just over-speculating right now. She needs some time to rest, and she'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, stick in there, girlfriend. You'll be okay.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers go out to you, Simone.
Just continue to keep up.
And
you're going to make a stand about mental health, and you got to go all the way, though.
Yeah, you bet. Totally.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it loud
and I want to give my best out there to Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Because you wish you were Ben.
I wish I was Ben, baby. Jen, if it don't work out, call me, girl. No, I'm just kidding.
The
but
ghetto
for real,
prophet.
yeah. But for real, yeah, the ghetto prophet here. But also, Ben Affleck, I'm a big fan of him and his movies, and I really hope that this works out for him. I don't see it, you know, long term, but I could be wrong. I'm only in the 90s as far as being percentage.
I'm only in the 90s.
I'm only in the 90s for being right. And then, you know, I want to give a shout out to Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. I mean, honestly, I don't know you guys, but I'm hoping and praying that your family and everybody's safe and your marriage is going to be good and you'll work this thing out. It looked good, and I'm happy to say that, because if I saw anything different, I would say that.
Yes.
And going down to Kanye West, brother, God bless you, man. You know, you're a genius with music. You really are. You're considered to be a genius. You are. But money can't buy everything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And sometimes money will make you think things that you shouldn't be thinking, or doing things you shouldn't be doing because you're
like hiring a hitman.
Yeah.
Dare I say? Yeah,
you know, and you know, he's going to be hard to please. There's no way out of that. And then we look at Kim. My God, honey. I mean, you're definitely the control freak. You got some OCD going on there, baby. But you are an authority at making money. You know how to make this money and market and advertise yourself and your family. Mm-hmm. You are the foundation for that family. I'm telling you that right now. And I don't see you guys getting back together and working it out. I feel there'll always be some kind of an attraction there at time for each other. Obviously, they got kids together, so that's going to be there. But I'd like to see her move on to a bigger celebrity. Maybe she'll do another rapper. Who knows? I mean, you know, that's
Jay-Z's taken.
Jay-Z, but P. Diddy might be up for hire.
Oh, Lord.
You never know.
Perversion.
Well, I also feel, too, for Kim that her next relationship will be different. Won't be probably another musician. Might be somebody who's an actor.
I kept getting athlete, personally.
Or I was going to say athlete, one of the two. So we'll see. I really haven't really psychically thought about that for too long. But that's the kind of vibration I get has changed for her on that level.
And I know that we did 7 people today instead of 5.
Yeah, Ashley's 5 kind of grew a little bit.
But they came in pairs. But I will say, if you guys have any questions or any celebrities, anybody that you would like us to maybe do a reading on,
please. I mean, let us know that you were here.
Yes.
We feel like we're all alone. Who's out there? There's no one out. Who are you? No. No, our last couple episodes have done decent. I mean, we're still getting hits. Mm-hmm. We're hoping that, yeah, you're entertained by what we're saying here and sharing.
Yeah, I mean, and if you
my beautiful co-host, who couldn't be entertained by Ashley? I mean, come on, there you go.
No, just kidding. No, and basically too, if you guys are here for the celebrity predictions, we also have the Spiritual Life with Travis Tidwell on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube.
On the YouTube channel. Yeah,
so you should see.
Yeah, you know, and if you have any questions for Ashley here.
You can hit me up at the Pisces Life Coach on Instagram. I'm pretty easy.
That's right. And, you know, if you guys are looking for classes for meditation, mysticism, and Kabbalah, I'm on Zoom every Wednesday. Check out my album, Time Has Come, by Travis Tidwell on Spotify, iTunes, Pandora. It's everywhere. And please subscribe to our podcast. Hit like and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm hoping that some of the celebrities out there will look at this podcast, you know, and this episode, and get some validation for us. We'll get validation, and maybe they'll want to come in and find out what's really going on in their lives.
People need to be doing some more stuff, though. Today was a little hard to find a few people that are like out there shining.
Yeah,
so.
And let's give a shout out to People Magazine, because that's where we got our picks today. So we got People Magazine. We just got to stay creative with this, you know, because we plan on this long term.
In fact, we should tag People Magazine so they can add like a celebrity psychic section. So if you guys need somebody, Travis is your guy.
Yeah. And Ashley's also studying tarot under me right now.
Yeah.
And soon she'll have her own channel. It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
But anyway, I want to give thanks to Athena, our executive producer here today. Thanks, Athena. Hi, honey. Mm-hmm. My beautiful daughter, who's so creative and spiritual and talented and
People
Sacred
Magazine.
Dragon.
Hire Athena.
Yeah. And I want to give thanks to my co-host here, Ashley, who just brings so much to the table. This is really Ashley's top 5, as we said, because she's the one who inspired me to do this.
It's because you don't want to read up on celebrity stuff. It rots the brain. It rots the brain.
But, you know, I'm happy to do it. And, of course, we always give thanks to the Lord God Yahweh, the Holy and Divine Spirit, and Sacred Dragon, Hermes, and all of our angels and guides present. And I can only hope and pray for all of you out there who have seen this episode and see us are blessed with good fortune, good health for you, your friends, your family, your pets. Mm-hmm. And God bless planet Earth.
So be it.
Peace, love. So be it.